What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to this to the channel. KG is back. Match reaction time. Chelsea won, Leeds United nil. Uh, mm, very disappointed overall with the performance and the just how we didn't take advantage of things in the game. But listen, before we get into all that, please hit a like on the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Shout out to Lily and Liam Moore for super chats, super thanks on the last videos, much appreciated. Um, Yeah, I mean, where do we start with this one? I thought we could try and defy the script today. I thought that we could defy the script and say we go into it against a club who are severely under pressure, very talented squad, as you could see today, even with their substitutions, who are bringing off quality for quality. But we just didn't take advantage of the situation. They were starting to boo near halftime as well once they stopped taking their foot off our necks, and we just couldn't do anything. Yeah, Jed, Trent Bookers again. Yeah, we just it's just what we do, isn't it? It's the Leedsy thing, There's Spursy as they're finding out right now against Wolves, but there's also Leedsy as well, and we know that more than anyone. But you just hope, don't you? You just hope one day that it just goes the other way, and we can just go with the script that people usually write. But hey, no worries, no worries. Um, Wooksy is saying sack Harrison. His crosses are woeful. We'll talk about him. We'll talk about him for sure. And yeah, Darren saying lose to a set piece so miserable. Yeah, and the thing is, there's nothing really to talk about it in terms of their goal. I mean, we can get that out the way right now. Just a simple corner. Fofana rises above everyone. Mele kind of stepped out and then stepped back in again. You could, if you want to say about his positioning, maybe, but it was just a standard set piece goal, in my opinion. Standard, just a standard set piece that you hope that we would get one time, but we don't get these kind of breaks, man. It's just ah it's just frustrating, isn't it? William Morrison with a super chat. Thank you. The final third, we just can't finish. Sick of Harrison starting. Leeds plays Santa Claus again. Yeah, give gifts away. Give gifts away. Thank you, William, for the super chat as well. Yeah, not a great start for my birthday weekend. I'm not going to lie, but listen, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Katrina saying Firpo, excellent again. Yeah, I thought he had another good game. I thought he did very well against Sterling. Listen, let's go with the starting lineup first of all, because I know I see a few Nanto things in there. I kind of get the Nanto being benched, and it's not that he's been poor. It's just that he needs a break. There's no way that he's going to be able to play every single game. And I wasn't mad at Nanto being benched. I thought, okay, I can see that. Just bring him on in the last 20, see what he's all about, and give us a boost off the bench. But I never, and I've got it in my notes. I'm not doing this by hindsight. I said Harrison starting, not for me. I would have left Aronson wide right, Somerville on the left so he can cut inside, and put Mark Rucker in the midfield as well. That's what I would have done personally. Let me know what you would have done. But I just don't want to see Harrison starting for this club again. I really don't. But the problem is, and I see it in my comments, I see it all the time. You want him sold one week and then he'll score a goal and it will all be forgotten. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Um, John Field saying, done with Harrison, put him on the bench or trading with the under 21. Yeah, I mean, listen, before we talk about Harrison in total, let's just say this. For the first half an hour, Chelsea were absolutely on top of us. They were had all the impetus. They were on the front foot. We were defending, and there's nothing wrong with that. They're the home team. They're under severe pressure. They've got something to prove as well. There's nothing wrong with being under the cosh against that Chelsea team. But as you saw, after the half an hour hit, the crowd started to get on them a bit, and we didn't really fully take advantage of that. Not in full. Somerville was our main driving force today. I thought he was good, especially in the first half. He was winning free kicks, taking players on. He was definitely our most dangerous player of the front three. And I thought Rutter showed some good touches when he was allowed. You saw the first half an hour, it was being pumped up to him, and he was chasing shadows. He couldn't get near it. And that was another thing as well. The whole playing out from the back thing, I didn't really get it today. I didn't get it because every time we did it, they closed us down straight away, and we was just under more pressure. But it must be a tactic they're employing. Fair enough. And I see here Arsenal have just taken the lead against Bournemouth, because that was looking a bit sketchy as well, wasn't it, when they were 2-0 up? But yeah, listen, once again, though, we have to concentrate on ourselves, don't we? And it's just unfortunate. It did sound like, from the preview, I said I thought we'd win 1-0, but it was always going to be that kind of game with the pressure that both teams are under. And you kind of saw that, especially after the half an hour where Chelsea were definitely on top. You saw it was scrappy. There was no real quality in the game. But you know what I mean? It is what it is. Let's see what people are saying. Yeah, it's a joke, Nightcrawler, a crap joke as well, by the way. Mill and Chip saying, lads, we can't depend on other teams losing. We need more cutting edge. Yeah, we do. I mean, we definitely do need that. Um, we need to get more chances. Look, our first shot on target, by the way, was Rutters in the 60th minute. That again shows you exactly what we need to improve on. 60th minute to get your first shot on target. We've had loads of games like that this season, and that has to improve. Has to improve. Touch and go saying Rutter not a lone striker. Look, last out there. Well, I mean, I disagree with that straight away. I mean, that's your opinion, but I think listen. I'm not going to go through it again, but Rutter today was linking up well with Aronson. Played in Aronson a couple of times today, and I actually thought Somerville, Aronson, let me get this right. Somerville, Aronson, and Rutter had a few combo moments in the last 15 minutes of the first half that looked promising. That's why it was surprising for me that Rutter and Aronson were the first to come off while Harrison was still on the pitch. I'm not sure what this guy's got. He must be, Jack Harrison is a nice guy. Let's be real. He is, you can tell he's a nice guy. So he must have that in him where coaches just gravitate towards him because there's no way he should have been on much longer than Rutter and Aronson. No chance. Uh, Yeah, Blinkyfish, Root and Aronson did well. I thought they did in parts what they could anyway. I thought they did as good as they could. Somerville had a good game. Yeah, and even when he had to go to the left in the second half, I thought he was still trying to cause problems there too. But yeah, we just need more up front. We need more. We need to get more shots off. We need to make that. It's that final ball, people. We need it's that final ball. It's not just Harrison's crosses. That's easy. That's easy food. It's other things as well. It's that final pass. It's that composure, just to wait for the pass instead of running past it. We do that a lot as well. We seem to run ahead of the pass a lot, or play the pass behind the runner. Yeah, it's just a lack of quality. But we are where we are for a reason, people. The league table doesn't lie. Uh, we're not having that. Um, Lee's saying, I don't want nice guys. We need characters who can fight and show composure in the final third. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, and it's gonna be a point until he comes back. We need Rodrigo. We do. We absolutely do. And the people in the squad were supposed to make us not miss Rodrigo while he was out, but unfortunately we do. We need him back to finish off some of these chances because it's just not happened without him. And for all his faults that he's got, Rodrigo, he's putting the ball away. You can't ask for any more than that. So please, Rodrigo, come back soon. Come back soon. And Sinistera too, by the way. Sinistera needs to come back as well. Mill and Chip saying Harrison needs to hand his lead shirt and he's not worthy of it. I mean, what were people saying about the starting lineup today in terms of, was you happy with it to begin with? What was your take on the starting lineup and the subsequent changes as well through the game? Let me know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Steven saying sick note Bamford again. I don't know yet. I don't know if they've said why he wasn't in the squad today, but it is what it is. It is what it is with Bamford. Liam Moore, shout out to you. Chelsea spent millions and it was only 1-0. Hope our players keep going. If we keep fighting, it will come. Hopefully, it will hopefully come. Happy birthday, brother. Thank you so much, Liam. Yeah, listen, it's and again, it's not always about what you spend. The 600 million and everything else like that. I know they're always going to have to spend more because they're Chelsea and they're a big club and they've got endless finances. So teams will naturally overcharge them. You know how it goes. But it's about what you do with the squad. And as you can see today, even against us, a team near the bottom, they weren't overly convincing, were they? Apart from that first half an hour. You know what I mean? They weren't overly convincing, but neither were we. For me, what we weren't convincing about was taking advantage of the situation. And that's just something that we've not done many times as well. So it was no surprise in the end. No surprise. Rich Harrison's a KG super chat character limit. Okay, well, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for that. Edward Bartel saying Harrison's final ball was terrible. Why is he getting so much time on the pitch? He cost them at least three chances. No idea. No idea. And I think it's something that we'll probably have to talk about next week. Well, I'm going to come back with another show next week when everything's settled down. Because every time after a loss, and I always see it in the comments as well, it's like you need a hazmat suit to go in the comments, man. Just opinions just all over the place. It's all mad. But yes, I agree. He did stay on too long as well. He did stay in too long. Martin saying lineup was okay, but sub Nanto for Jackie. Yeah, again, Martin, though, I think it was okay for Nanto to be the sub today. I don't think he's going to start every game. And especially with the last few games where he's been doubled up every game, it gives Chelsea something else to think about, didn't it? But unfortunately, when you put Harrison in there, Harrison, by the way, I've got it in my notes. Let me just put this in. 37 minutes. I don't know when you first saw Harrison get involved with the play, whether it is defensively or offensively, but I've got 37 minutes when he put the free kick over. That's the first time I've seen him all game. So there you go. Rich is saying no KG, it's limited to 50 characters. Okay. All right, man. Well, thank you for the super chat again. Much appreciated, man. Trust me. Thank you. William with the super chat. Happy birthday, Supermart on me. Thank you, William. Big support of the channel. Jay saying was Bamford on the bench? No, he wasn't on the bench. He wasn't in the squad today. Let me just get that one from Rebecca. Rebecca saying, I'm not convinced. I actually see them fighting and trying. Chelsea were there for the taking. Subs too late. Shot on target 60 minutes. Not good enough. Unconvinced. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that. I do think that they are trying. I don't think it's anything to do with that. But you're right. Chelsea were there for the taking, but it's us. We don't do that, do we? It's a story that's getting too old for me now. Like where we just can't go with the script that everyone else would go with. Another team probably goes to Chelsea today and wins, but we just can't. We just can't do those kind of things. We just don't do it ever. We just never ever do it. If our players were getting booed at halftime at Ellen Road, we'd have folded. We'd have folded, and we know that's true, don't we? So yeah, it is what it is. Mark Jones with the super chat. Thank you for that. Rutter is not a 30 million striker. Okay, potential, but we need one now. Badly spent money on a player that we need now, not next season. Matthew saying, Happy birthday, brother. Hello from Montana, USA. Thank you for the super chat, Matthew. Much appreciated. And shout out to everyone in there for with the birthday wishes. Uh, yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah, again, the passing was poor. Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Darren. In the first half, especially, nothing was sticking. That was another note I had down. Nothing seemed to be sticking, and they were winning all the second balls. Another thing as well today, by the way, I think you saw Chelsea's plan. It was Chilwell. Chilwell was absolutely hammering Ailing down that side. Now I know they are completely different levels of talent. You know, Chilwell is way up here, Ailing is somewhere down there. But the amount of times Chilwell got round Ailing in the first half, especially, was frightening. But we know what we're getting with Luke. It's not going to be so good defensively, but it's going to be okay offensively. And at the moment, out of the two that we've got, he's the best of the two. Unfortunately, he's the best of the two. But you saw that. You saw how many times Chilwell was getting around him. It was a constant theme in the first half that we were getting ripped down our right hand side. How do we make teams look like Brazil? Yeah. Oh yeah. Back in the net saying smash a like for Cage birthday. Yeah, listen, not for the result today, but please hit the likes for my birthday and whatever else. Yeah. Hit the likes, yeah, whatever it is. Big brother, super chat. Hi KG, happy birthday. Lead you like the gift, the gift that keeps on giving. Yeah, they couldn't give me nothing today, man. It's disappointing. It's very disappointing. Let me just go around and have a look at some of the results and see where that leaves us. Uh, yeah, so Arsenal did beat Bournemouth 3-2. Thank you, Arsenal. Brighton, who we've got next week, by the way, at home. We got them at home, but I don't know. They've just beaten West Ham 4-0. It's going to be a tough, tough game. And Wolves beat Spurs in the near the end, 10 minutes to go, 1-0. So that leaves us still 17th, people. So yeah, we're still outside the relegation zone. I guess that's the only positive from today, I would say. So we're still out the relegation zone, and then we've got a home game against Brighton coming up. Uh Yeah, Jamie Dent saying every team breaks ducks against us. Obviously, we would do this. Yeah, Chelsea don't score in how many, and yet they get a set piece, simple set piece goal as well. There really is nothing else to say in regards to that, is there? Karen, big support of the channel. Thank you. Happy birthday. Have a drink on me. Will do. Thank you so much. Uh, Steven saying we look like a Sunday team. Lord have mercy. What was everyone okay? Going through some of your comments now. What was more of your takes from today's game, just in general? This is a Chelsea fan, by the way. Bomi, you should have won, KG. Why did you let us win? Bomi is somebody that wants Graham Potter out. But that's what I'm talking about. Yet another circumstance where Chelsea fans, some of them anyway, want Graham Potter out. And we couldn't even do that. We've probably given him another lease of life with that now. It's just us, Bomi. I've told you, I did tell you there's Spursy and there's Leedsy, and that's where it comes, I'm afraid. Uh, a couple of super chats here. David saying, "Happy birthday! Here is a gift to buy a pint or a Vita malt. I don't know what a Vita malt is, but I won't be buying a pint unless it's orange juice." McKenny's final balls are dreadful. There are so many chances he blows with a terrible final ball. I will say with McKenny, there is a lot of stuff I do like with him, but a couple of his passes, he does seem to hit behind the running player. He does that. He's done that quite a few times as well. So hopefully he cleans that up as the games go by. Alex, thank you for that, Alex. Super chat. KG, not only the zero or lack, bloody hell. Alex, I'm gonna have to let me discombobulate this sentence. Hold on. KG, not only the zero lack there of shots on target, but the lack of quality and decision making in the final third is horrific. Manager bounce gone. Okay, got there. Thank you. Thank you, Alex. Jay Beat saying McKennie played well outside the set piece. Yeah, I don't think he did too bad, but like people do say, with some of his passing, there it is a bit wayward. So he really does need to clean up with that. But yeah, I thought overall his game in general, he was breaking up a lot of the plays as well. But yeah, unfortunately, he just needs to get that final pass right. But he's like so many of them. He need all of them need to clean up the passing. Uh, Michelle Lee, why don't we shoot K? I have no idea. No idea. Mr. Sripper is saying, "How did Harrison get 80 minutes?" No, no idea, no idea at all. Chris Holdsworth saying, "KG, I lost count of how many times we gave the ball to Chelsea. We're supposed to be professional for footballers." I'm going to put, Lord have mercy. Yeah. Hey, he was close. Lewis is saying, "I was ready to see the Alum celebration too." Yeah, he had one, curled one just past the post, and it's yeah, you could see he wanted that one, but yeah, listen, my overriding thing is just disappointment that we just couldn't just go with the script. And that's the most disappointing thing for me. We didn't take advantage of nothing today. So yeah, it's just a disappointing result overall. But you just saw two teams that were just poor. Obviously, they've got better players, but poor. Poor from both. Mick Brown saying here, survival is the goal, whatever. Yeah, yeah, it is. At this point, it is. We're, the lofty dreams of 14th, 15th, I think, are gone. I think if we finish 17th, I think everyone will take that at this point because this season overall has been horrendous. Everything, regardless of what you think in terms of results, it's been horrendous this season. Bad, absolutely awful. Oh, okay, right. Let me just see if there's anything else here. Yeah, Furpo got some love today, but I thought Robin Cock as well today, by the way. Uh, when Chilwell got around Ailing once again, he made a brilliant tackle on Chilwell and didn't concede a penalty. Perfect tackle in the first half. That's what I mean. If there's any positives, if you want to draw them out, I thought our back line was pretty good today. Overall, I thought our back line was pretty good, but we need goals. We need goals. Oh man, yeah. Can we just finish the season now, please? Gary saying, "Am I looking at it all different, KG? We shouldn't be beating Chelsea with the money they spent, but we should be at least competing." The Gary, I mean that's championship thinking, Gary. Sorry, that's poor. Because then in that case, then Southampton shouldn't have gone to Chelsea and won. You know, if you're going to look at football like that, then football's going to be a very easy game to predict, isn't it? The fact is that Chelsea are in a horrendous run of form, 6 goals since November, or 7 now, 2 wins in 16, or 3 wins in 17. The thing is, it's not always just about how much money people spend. People get blinded by the money that people spend. Oh, got 100 million player on the pitch doesn't mean they're worth 100 million. It's just that's what the club have had to pay. In the circumstances where we are and where Chelsea are, there was nobody should have been given that outright to win the game. It's one of those where it was going to go either way, and unfortunately, it went to Chelsea. That's what it is. Of course, if it was a regular season and Chelsea are flying with the kind of players that they do have, then of course you go there and think, well, we wasn't expected to win, but Chelsea haven't been that good lately. Jay Beats is saying Ailing was good enough today, though. The reason we lost was we didn't score. Okay, okay, right, right, okay. Let me just see something here. Right, okay, okay. Let me just go a little bit longer because I haven't really got much else to say in regards to this game. So I'll just take some of your comments now. DJ Bez is saying this team just can't score, and we have good build-up play, getting good positions, but then get to the box and look like the worst team in the league around the box. Yeah, yeah, that's a pretty good assessment. It's just poor in the final third, and whether that's a lack of confidence right now, with lack of quality as well, I don't know. Maybe it's a mix of the two, but everything up to the final third. I mean, but listen, in the first half, the passing wasn't good either. So, but yeah, in the final third, it just has to improve. Has to. Matthew saying, "What was Somerville brought on?" I don't get that. He started the game. I don't get that one. Sorry. Yeah, Alex is saying only 1 goal in the last 5 matches. Yeah, it tells you a story. And Nick, Nick saying, "Can we send Harrison back down to Leicester and pretend we actually sold him to him?" Yeah, it is what it is, Nick. But remember, when he scored that goal against Accrington, everyone said that he'd be a good squad player and strengthening Leicester. Remember, people said that. So it is what it is. Uh, yeah. Anything else, people? Anything else? Anything new? Anything new besides the disappointment of today? Anything else? I will be back at some point next week. I am getting over a cold, unless you probably can tell. So I'm not feeling great today. So Segundo here saying Somerville hasn't been good for a long time now. I thought he was good today, Segundo. I mean, he was one of our most threatening players. I mean, it doesn't say much. It really doesn't say much, and it's a very low bar to clear. But he was our most dangerous attacker, especially when it comes to running at players and winning free kicks and giving us offensive opportunities. But again, very low bar to clear. Yeah, slow steady C saying Cry was decent in my opinion. Yeah. Mill and Chip say my granny could score against Accrington Stanley. Tremendous. Rich Harris again saying, thank you for another super chat, Rich. I thought we were okay. Drop Harrison, and we are. Yeah, we've got to talk about that next week because I don't know what it is that he keeps on getting starts in this team. Ever since the failed move to Leicester, it's like he's been given an automatic spot and he's done absolutely nothing with it. Nothing at all. Like literally nothing at all. Poor player. And he did it again, didn't he? He put one cross in. I think it was around 75 minutes. Cross went wayward. We saw him look up, do his Harrison routine. We're all used to it now. It's boring. It's boring, man. Do something else. Like celebrate something. Do something useful, man. Instead of doing your whole I've overhit it, I've hit it too high, I've hit it too weak, and then I've looked up to the sky. I'm sick of it, man. Darren saying, I don't remember Joseph doing anything. No, Joseph had a chance towards the end, but it was a tight chance, and he just about got it out his feet. So yeah, I mean, it was half a chance, but it was something. It was something. Listen, one of our most dangerous things happened when Greenwood took the corner in 90 minutes. It got flicked on, but no one got on the end of it, and that just sums up our kind of luck. Uh, yeah. Yeah, let me just check to see if there's any post game comments coming just yet. Hold on a minute. While I'm doing that, please hit a like on the video and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thank you very much. Okay, right, here we go. Gracia's reaction to defeat at Chelsea. I'm frustrated and disappointed with the result, but after watching the attitude my players had, I can only say I'm proud of them. Of course, we have to improve many things. Gracia says Chelsea dominated the first half an hour. Yep. After that moment, we had the ball, created some chances. The goal came from a corner kick. We tried until the end. The team showed character and attitude. It was the difference, in my opinion, the corner kick. Hmm. On the final ball, he's saying the big problem is not creating the chances, first of all. I do agree with that. After that, we need to be more effective, more clinical. The opponent today had two or three clear chances. I prefer to be calm and work on it. So obviously, obviously, he's going to say something like that out front, but he seems to think that there's something to work with there, and he's got a lot of time to do it now before the Brighton game. That is it. We've got nothing else to do now but league games. Next week against Brighton, we have to. Oh man, we have to be on it against that Brighton team. We have to. And I think where does Mitoma play? Whether it's Solly Marsh, because now Graham Potter's left, Solly Marsh has got his shooting boots on again. So whether it's Mitoma or Solly Marsh, it's going to be a tough day. But we've got to impose our game on Brighton. It's something that we're going to have to do. And I think De Zerbi will be back for that because you know what? They did that today with De Zerbi serving a touchline ban. Yeah, Brighton are different this season for sure. Uh, Bob T saying, sorry the result wasn't one we all wanted, but happy birthday to you, mate. Yeah. And you know what? We'll leave it at that. If you've got anything to put in the comments, please do so. And hit a like on the video before you go, or if you're watching a replay. And yeah, I'll see you at some point next week for another show, and we'll talk about a few things and see where we can go from here. Very disappointing today. Chelsea won, Leeds United nil. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, people. Peace out.